Hello, and welcome to the collapse experiment. I am the collapse experiment. Or I'm living it, or something. Well, as you can see, the new coop has been completed. 6 out of the 11 new birds are already out here. We've got 3 majestics, and I actually forget what the tan ones are. They're not Rhode Island Reds, but they're out, they're in the sun, they're out of their cages that they were in beforehand. Yes, they were in cages, like rabbit hutch type cages, but that worked out better. They had more room, and now as you can see, they are enjoying their first dust baths. So, fresh water, food on the ground, a coop, a half-finished coop, but a coop good enough with the heat that we have. There's ventilation, they have places to perch, they can get out of the sun. So I'm fairly confident of the netting I have around here. While it was in storage, a red squirrel decided to make a nest out of it. So I had to do some sewing and patching in certain spots, but overall it seems pretty durable, pretty sturdy. The posts are cedar, so I don't have to worry about them rotting or anything getting into them in the near future. And yeah, I'm gonna come out here later and check on these guys to see if they actually go in here tonight. It's been my experience that the first time they are outside, they don't know to seek shelter. They just hide in a corner or bundle together out in the open when the temperature drops, which is not what you want them to do. You might think we have some ducks, but these are actually the neighbor's ducks. And currently they're doing some pest control in the other garden we have on the side. I'm going to put some netting around the bottom of this. Looks like I need to fix that pole. Maybe dig a little deeper. That is a heavy pole that I hauled out of the woods, so I'm not surprised that it's leaning. So I'm gonna have to do some repairs on that one. As for down here, we have, now I can't see them. Oh, we've got some, I think this is broccoli coming up here, some lettuce, more lettuce. This patch right here, this is where the original coop was, and because the soil is pretty fertile and it's had all the chicken poop deposited for well over a year, this is going to be the salad garden for my wife. So whatever she doesn't eat, it's probably going to the rabbits, because it's primarily food that my food eats. These guys are doing good, being their usual dinosaur selves. This guy over here, Rooster, is getting back to his old ways. He has been giving some attention to the girls, so that gives me some hope on future flocks. This one I thought about putting in the new coop, because as you can see, she's been getting beat up. A little bit of bullying going on. And don't be surprised, this is not the bully. Actually, she's getting pretty beat up too, probably because she's so mouthy. See, full recovery. Look at that. Future birds in the making. Welcome to chicken porn. These guys down here, it's odd. I haven't had to fill that water jug for almost a week now. It seems like as long as they get fresh access to grass, as you can see, this is about 2 days worth of moving the coop. It seems like as long as they keep getting fresh grass and fresh greens to eat, they are not drinking the water. And I remember they did the same thing last year. So, pretty odd, I think. But who knows? Maybe that's just their diet. It's not like I've ever seen any rabbits over in the pond over the hill there. It doesn't seem like rabbits tend to do that. They will empty that if I give them the rabbit feed pellets. They will drink the hell out of that. I will have to probably fill that twice a day if I was feeding them the pellets, but as long as I'm feeding them the fresh greens, that thing doesn't really budge. Yeah, just a note. So we are back here and the potatoes kind of stinks right now. I had to clean the trays from the cages that the chickens were in, and that left a lot of fertilizer. I probably could have sold it with the way things are going right now. Now what I'm noticing here is that stem right there. That is a potato. And that right there is a potato. And I know it's been a short period of time, but at the current rate, it looks like they're just not doing anything. And it could just be me being impatient. Oh, hello, honeybee. How are you? Ton of honeybees around here. Some of the people across the street have a couple hives, I'm told. So apparently, they're getting. I'm getting free labor from my neighbors. So I'm hoping that diluting that chicken waste with water, pouring it over here might help something. I've been tossing rabbit droppings in here, fresh compost, basically anything I can do to build up the soil. And like I said, I'm probably just being impatient, but you know, when I see this, I think the heat at first did me no favors. Although this one is looking more promising. This, I mean, it has some green on it. So, who knows? I'm gonna give it a couple more weeks until June. The temp's supposed to drop. Maybe that will stimulate it a little bit, but overall, I put a lot of work into planting these potatoes, and I'm hoping that heat wave that we had didn't affect it in the wrong way. Temp's supposed to drop. It's supposed to be in the 60s and 70s, like the next 10 days, and maybe that will help. We're supposed to get some rain today. That didn't happen. So I was having a bit of trouble with this section of the garden. There's these 3 rows here. Getting accosted by a mosquito. And so this is my asparagus. As you can tell, I need to do a little bit of weeding. But look at that. This is year 2. So I'm supposed to let it establish a little bit more. I didn't do that in my old house, and it just, once it's rooted in, it keeps coming. So the heat is probably going to make it bolt. I don't want that. Maybe I can stimulate some production, but I'm going to cut a few of these, the good looking ones, bring them inside, cook them up, and eat them. Because that's what I planted them for. Well, that's about it for me. Uh, as you can see, things are actually going fairly well. No pumpkins have popped up yet. Give it a bit more time. I'm pretty sure those take a while to germinate. Thought they would have already done that by now, but it's only been a couple days. Plus, I think the seeds I planted they were stored properly, but I think they might have been from 2012. I know it's one of those seeds that they last longer when you store them, but I'm really hoping for some blue pumpkins because they're really good cooking pumpkins, the type that you can make really good food out of. That's what I want. Really good food, cooking pumpkins. They don't store long. That's the part that sucks. So I'm gonna probably find a spot to plant some, thinking some Cinderella pumpkins and some acorn squash. Get those planted somewhere else around here, and hopefully get some food stored away for the winter. Because who knows what the world has in store for us in the near future. So, that's about it. That's all I have for today. Not much else going on. Just glad I finally got that project done. A little bit of stress is relieved. I think we're gonna go have a beer. Beer sounds good. Beer's nice. Beer's my friend. I like beer. I like beer.